Ever so often, anime fans struggle to find the perfect long-term franchise to watch. But the problem with such franchises is that they have complicated chronological structures. Anime Overlord is one such series that has been on the radar ever since its release. But similar to other cases, this one also has a long list of seasons, movies, OVAs, and ONAs under I. So, where does an average viewer start with the banner? How does one start with Overlord? Well, here is a cumulated list of Overlord Watch Order. The Overlord franchise started in the year 2010 as a novel series by Kugane Maruyama, but the text that brought the series to fame was the light novel that was launched in 2012. Backed by Enterbrain, the LN has published 14 volumes. As of 2022, it was much later in 2015 that the anime wing of the series launched. Madhouse was the studio that picked up the project. Since then, around 14 titles have come out from this banner. But how does one start watching them? Don't worry, we got you covered for this. Separating all the banners of the franchise, we have made a list of all the TV series, movies, ONAs, starting from the years of release to the number of episodes. This list has got you covered. The debut season of Overlord was something one could call the opening of the anime wings. Released in the year 2015, the anime touched the height of a hit isekai story. So, the first season took its time to set up the world and introduce the characters residing in it. Season 1 tells the story of an online role-playing game. Ainz Uol had been an ace player in the game all these years, but when the game was being shut down by the makers, he decided to stay in the world and bid a last. But at the time of the shutout, he could not log out of the game. This is where the entire story begins, picking up the plot right where the first one left. Season 2 continued to follow Ainz and his person. This time, Sebes is the one who takes the charge of finding out the secrets of this new world. Thus, he journeys across the MMORPG. It turns out that an underground delinquent organization by the name of 8 Fingers is the main Kyo. Thus, the second season picks up the battle between these two forces in the game. The third and most recent season of Overlord continues the plot that ended in the sequel. This time, 2 arcs play out in a single season. In the first half, Enri and Neferia play a significant role in developing the village of Kernvilla. Meanwhile, Ainz and his team continue to erase the remaining parts of the 8 Fingers. In the second act, these two collide with Nazarick and Ainz to become allies. Towards the end of the season, Ainz is declared the Sorcerer King, and with his followers, they Estabie. The 2 Overlord films are essentially divisions of the first season. Thus, each is a compilation of the 6 episodes of the pilot season. Fushisha no adapts the first arc of the story. This includes the introduction and setup of the movie. The Undead King arc sets up Momonga as the protagonist of the epics. This covers the first 4 episodes of Season 1. Also known as the Dark Warrior, Shikoku no Eiyu is the sequel movie that covers the remaining 9. The story follows Ainz Ual Gaon and the Nabaral Gamma as they travel across the game world to Xpui. Towards the end of the season, Momon finally finds his true calling, which is leading everyone out of Nazarick Saidai no Kiki is an independent OVA of the Overlord series that was launched with the 11th. The story was a sideways plot that refrained from continuing the original storyline of the anime Surai. These were essentially all the parts that one needs to go through in order to be called a proper OVA. Besides the original television anime, all parts are independent of the plot. The OVAs and ONAs tell a completely different story from the original. Moreover, the movies are only a compilation of the first season itself. Thus, fans can choose to watch these parts in whichever way they like. This concludes the list of the Overlord Watch Order. When are you watching the series? Are you looking forward to the 4th season? Share your thoughts. Lastly, for more exciting articles like this, the Anime Daily is your place.